We read stories for character. We do. We read stories for interesting, flawed, broken, beautiful characters. We do not read stories for any other reason. We really don't. Think about your favorite story. Think about it right now. I can almost guarantee you the reason why you love that story is because a character impacted you. And if it's not the character, it's the journey that they went through that impacted you. We read for character. We read to understand characters, understand their motivations, but we want to see them go through a journey. We do. So that's why character is so important. Even if we're writing a 500-word story, we look for character. We want someone that we can understand, that we can root for. And if you're writing an anti-hero, a hero that is morally reprehensible, we at least want to know more about them. Okay? So it's really important to craft memorable characters. I am going to blow your guys' minds right now. And I want to quickly break down every story that has ever been told. Every single narrative that has ever been told in human history, I'm about to break it down in front of you right now. So as I'm breaking it down in front of you, I want you to think about your favorite story. Whether it's a TV show, a movie, a book, or a YouTube series, think about it as I'm about to break it down. Every story is only 4 things. It's only 4. Here's number 1. Number 1, there is a character. Every story has a character, bar none. But a character does not have to be a person. A character can be anything. A character can be a paper bag. A character can be a place, a time, or whatever. There is a character somewhere, some way, shape, or form. That character wants something. Every character wants something, even if it's a glass of water. In that favorite story of yours in your mind, what did that character want? And trust me, there's a lot of wants and needs in stories. Many examples we can give out there. I was just watching The Wizard of Oz with my father over the weekend. It really is the perfect story. It really is the perfect American movie. Think about it. The main character is Dorothy. What does she want? She wants adventure. She wants to leave the dark, gray world that is Kansas. I don't blame her. Kansas is boring. She wants that. But then her want changes. When she's thrusted into the land of Oz, she realizes this is not all fun and games. She wants to go home. That's her next want. Characters constantly want something. Constantly throughout your story. It can be simple as a glass of water. It can be freedom or whatever. Now, a story is not just a character and a character goes out and wants something and then gets it. That is boring. If all I wanted was a sandwich, all I have to go is go downstairs and get that sandwich. Is that a compelling story? Character wants something. Character is not getting it. This is where the struggle happens. See, now we're introducing conflict, struggle. Character wants something, is not getting it. For Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, she got to go to a new place other than Kansas, but she's realizing this is not fun and games. So now she wants to go home. So what? The Good Witch just says, oh, you want to go home? I'm sorry, zap. No, she can't. Glinda the Good Witch cannot do that. She says the only person who can do that is a man that goes by the Wizard of Oz. No one's ever seen him, but you got to trust me, he's there. Just follow this road and you'll be good. That's what sets the story in motion. And then finally, character gets what they want and changes. What is the lesson that Dorothy learns at the end of The Wizard of Oz? There's no place like home. That's the lesson she learned. She got what she wanted. She went home, but she doesn't say, oh man, I'm back home. This sucks. Take me back to Oz. No, because that would defeat the whole purpose of watching the movie. You just shot yourself in the foot if that's your moral. She changed as a person, okay? I literally broke down every single narrative ever told in just 4 steps. Every narrative. All we have to do now, it's like math. We plug in the formula. It is true when people say every story that's ever been told has already been told. You know why? Because it follows this exact same structure. It does not matter how you tell your story, it still follows these four principles. Okay. So you can see, however, what's the first letter in all of this? Character, 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 character. That's why character is so crucial. If we have a character that's boring, a character that's static, we're not going to be invested in whatever journey that they're in. If a character doesn't go through change, if a character is not fully developed, we are not going to care at all. Where a lot of stories fail is the character doesn't have any motivation, has no goal. They're just kind of thrusted into a situation and they just kind of meander along with it. There needs to be a driving need, desire, ambition, goal in your character. Now, it can be an abstract idea like a character wants love, a character wants freedom, but it can also be something as simple as one day a character wants to go and get a sandwich or something. Okay? You can have as much fun as you want with what a character wants and needs. But it's also important to realize and remember that characters should be human. They should act like human. Even if your character is a talking paper bag, okay? There's humanistic qualities that we expect in characters. One of them is they're flawed. Make your character have secrets, deep, dark secrets they don't want people to tell. Make them a contradiction. That creates more tension and drama and conflict. Don't be afraid to make your characters vulnerable. Trust me, we don't all want strong, heroic characters. We're getting kind of tired of it. Strong, heroic characters who are always perfect. Make them vulnerable. You can't go through all this if you don't make your character relatable, the same way we relate to any other character. Pixar is beautiful at this. Pixar literally wakes up and says, what if emotions had feelings? Inside Out. How can we make people relate to emotions, like abstract concepts? They're geniuses at this. How do we make people feel for toys? Think about Toy Story. If you really think about it, Toy Story is a really messed up movie. It's about a cowboy that wants to kill another toy almost because he's jealous. And we've all been there. We get so jealous that sometimes we let that little green monster out and we want to do unspeakable things when we get jealous. We do. But that's what makes that movie so impactful. And Woody does go through a change at the end. He realizes that, look, I am loved. I have friends. I do. And I was blind to that. Imagine if the entire movie, Woody started off jealous, hating Buzz, and then ended the movie that way. Oh my God, that'd be a terrible, horrible moral to teach children.